Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm doing my weekly Wednesday will I buy it video. If you're not familiar, I talk about new makeup releases that are coming out or about to come out or holiday and I tell you whether or not I want to buy it and the reasons why. Also, can we just appreciate that it's sunny out today? So if you're ready for one of those videos, let's get started right now. What do I want to talk about first? Morphe Brushes is launching an entire holiday collection. It's called Ignite the Night.
It has 15S Social Butterfly Artistry Palette. It also has 15T, your True Selfie Artistry Palette. 9N, About Last Night Artistry Palette. 8S Stellar Impact Highlighter Palette.
And then, oh my god, there's a ton of stuff. There's a ton. I mean, in the picture I'm showing on the screen, there's like 2 eyeshadow palettes, the highlighter palette, a brush set, and the lippies, and maybe some glosses as well. I'm not gonna get into all the little nooks and crannies of this collection because I already know I'm not gonna buy anything. Morphe for me is not one of the brands that draws me in. Like, a lot of their products don't get me excited. I think I have the Jaclyn Hill original palette that was in the white packaging. Other than that, I'm not the hugest Morphe fan. I don't consider them a terrible brand, but I also haven't tried much from them other than the things I just mentioned. So I'm just gonna pass on this whole collection, but everything is really good price. So if you do see something and you wanna pick it up, it won't cost you that much. And a good deal is a good deal, okay? Okay, so I believe this is an indie brand. It is called Give Me Glow Cosmetics. And I've been interested in their eyeshadows and highlighters because on Instagram, they're big on Instagram. They're always showing like really beautiful swatches on their arm and like with the flash, and it's just, oh, like their shimmers are something incredible looking, at least. But they are coming out with the grunge palette and lipstick bundle. And it says the swatches and stuff are coming soon. So I'm gonna be looking forward to that. But this one has like a nice bone shade. It has a transition for me. Then like a deeper terracotta, a deeper berry, a deeper burgundy, a really deep green, a black, and then 2 shimmers that you could use on your lid, mixing in with all the other mattes. And I think this palette is pretty, but I have seen prices of Give Me Glow Cosmetics and they're pricey. This palette in particular, I mean, I've got it, you know? So yeah, I'm not really interested in that palette exactly, but I am interested in trying something from the brand at some point. Probably one of their highlighters because they look really good. Like, they're really reflective. They almost look more than wet, if that makes sense. It just looks like a mirror. And sometimes I'm feeling those vibes. Hold up. Wait a minute. ColourPop came out with, or is coming out with, stick foundation. So we know they first came out with the No Filter Concealer, which is awesome. I really like it. It's up there with my top concealers and it's only $6. Then they came out with the liquid foundation, and it was supposed to be good for giving a little bit of hydration and not being cakey and things like that. In my opinion, those claims don't really hold up to me, and I have dry skin, so I feel like it just sits there, man. It just sits there. On camera, it looks pretty dang good though, I have to say. So if I'm gonna use that one, I'm gonna use it for filming. But everybody in everyday life doesn't do that, you know? So, I mean, that's my opinion. So, I hope this would be better. I do like the Makeup Forever stick foundation, so maybe it's like that. They have 30 shades, and it's a buildable formula that can be used to cover, conceal, contour, and touch up out throughout the day. The shade range looks really good to me. I mean, I feel like with shade range, you could always go lighter and always go deeper. To launch with 30 different shades and having them have a good gradient as it goes deeper is important. And this seems to have that factor. I mean, the only thing with this is you have to buy it online, and shade matching yourself with foundation and concealer can be a little bit tricky, even if you do have the description of the color, you know. Because I didn't like the liquid foundation that much, I'm gonna wait definitely to see more reviews on this, especially ones with dry skin. I think I'm gonna wait for reviews on that one. Okay, so Sephora Pro is coming out with another Pro palette, and it's called Series 2, and it's already available. These palettes are a hefty $68, and that is just a lot. Okay, it's just a lot. And the reviews that I watched on the other ones, some people liked one, maybe, and then the others, they were like, meh. There wasn't a ton of people like in love with those palettes, saying some of the colors were, you know, not as good, and some of them were, which I think is kind of a battle you play when you have bigger palettes, which is why I like medium to small palettes regularly, you know? Now this palette has, you know, a good row of neutrals and then like mauve-y, orangey shades and green and purple and like a periwinkle and blue. So I think this color pattern is really different. I have not seen all these colors incorporated into one palette before. So I will say that. And I do see myself like drawn into some of the colors, but if I'm gonna pay $68, I'm going to love everything. One shade could be bad, okay? Maybe. But for that amount of money, I can't, you know? And there haven't been the best reviews on it. I'm not saying it's a terrible palette. I have no experience with it. Waiting for reviews on that one. I'm curious if they've changed the formula at all or what people are saying now. I'm so nosy. I love hearing what other people have to say. mcgrath is a pricey brand, but she's coming out 2 sets for holiday that are minis. So first off, she's releasing the mini MAC Trance Trio for $25. So it has 3 matte mini lipsticks in it. And it's in a good range of colors, I think. It's not too light, not too deep, so it will match a lot of skin tones, I feel like. So if you've been wanting to try the matte lipsticks from Pat McGrath and couldn't bite the bullet because they were so expensive, I feel you, girl, I feel you. But they have this mini set. So I would check it out, see if you want to get it. It's 25 bucks, that's great. Way better than one costing, you know, at least $10 more, you know? So if you've been wanting to try out the formula. And then, okay, so the second item is actually a set from Jouer, and the set costs $25, and it has the Deluxe Longwear Lip Creme Liquid Lipstick in Rose Gold. That's a mouthful. A Deluxe Press Highlighter in Rose Gold, and a Deluxe Longwear Lip Topper in Rose Gold. I don't know, I'm not like enamored with Pat McGrath like everyone else is. Yeah, it's just not turning my attention. It's just not making me excited. And I feel like there are other things on my holiday wish list that I'm going to be wanting.
That video, holiday wish list video, is coming up along with a holiday gift guide, so stay tuned for that.
And then the Jouer set. I have the rose gold highlighter in a full size that I bought last year. I feel like a liquid lipstick in rose gold will probably be metallic. Now it doesn't say it's gonna be metallic, but that's just what I'm thinking. Maybe it'd be okay, you know, maybe it wouldn't, I don't know. And then the lip toppers, I've never been the biggest fan of their lip toppers. If you put it on by itself, forget it. I have too many crinkles in my lines. Too many crinkles in my lips. And it just shows every little wrinkle and crinkle and crease, and I hate it. So no. So this set overall isn't for me. All right, now this is a doozy. So Makeup Geek is releasing 9 new eyeshadow palettes that have 9 shades. They will be $35 each, which, I mean, that's kind of up there, isn't it? Because Huda Beauty, Mini Obsession, like that's my reference point with this, and they're $27. And Huda is a more pricier brand, like high-end brand, and Makeup Geek, you know, isn't. And all these eyeshadow palettes will be available on her website.
There's a green inspired one, a purple, more like bronzy, more like beige, a cool like taupe palette. There's one with a row of blues and then some neutral shades, deeper neutral shades, a more taupey palette again, and then like a really warm palette.
Hopefully I can fit all of them up here so you can see them. Personally will not be picking these up. I do have singles from Makeup Geek and they're fine. I like them. They're just not my favorite. And for the price and the amount of product you're getting, the amount of shades and everything, and even the shades that are available, I'm just not, I don't know. I feel like people don't talk enough about Makeup Geek though, because I think she does have good products. It's just at this moment, I'm not feeling these, so we're just gonna pass over that one. All right, Natasha Denona. She is coming out with new chrome crystal top coat shades in metal black and metal bronze. Now, I saw these on Trend Mood's Instagram. I'm seeing these swatches and I'm like, that's pretty. And I like both shades actually. I feel like these are gonna be expensive. Like all Natasha Denona, anything is expensive, and I've yet to bite the bullet on anything. And even though I think these are really beautiful, and they probably will look beautiful on the eyes if you have the budget to get one of these. See, if I had more money, like if I was rich, I would buy all these things and test them all out against each other and do a big comparison video. So while I think these are really pretty, nonetheless, I'm not gonna buy it just because I wouldn't use it enough. You know, according to the price, I wouldn't use it enough, if that makes sense. So colourdraine, which is a more indie brand, they're releasing vivid pigments and shadow singles, and the palette will be $50, and it's launching on the 30th of October. So I'm looking at this palette and I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. And then I'm like, Susan, when in the frick do you wear number one, purple? No. Okay, there's 3 bright blues, so you could like do that on the lower lash line if you go into the grocery store. And then like the oranges and yellows and browns, like you definitely could work with that, but the other half of the palette's like not gonna be used that much. For me, I just cannot get behind total color palettes because I don't have, I guess, enough experience or talent with a lot of color. Like I like a lot of neutrals, and when I do color, I can pull it off sometimes, but I don't know, this just doesn't look like a palette for me, honestly. But I do want to try the brand, so there's that. There's something out there that she has that I could try. Okay, Maybelline is coming out with Snapscara mascaras, and they have a curved wand, and it comes in 4 colors, and they're called Ultraviolet, Deja Blue, I like that, Black Cherry. Oh, okay, so Black Cherry so it has a little bit of a red tint. That's interesting. And Pitch Black. I like Maybelline mascaras, actually. They're one of my favorite brands to buy mascara from. This looks really interesting. I won't buy the really colorful ones. I would probably buy the Black Cherry, to be honest, because I'm really interested in that Black Cherry shade. Oh, and these will be available in January, and they'll be $5.99. So I'm excited. Like I really am. I really want to get the Black Cherry. Like I think that will look awesome. Like especially with the eye look I have on today, it's like really red toned and like deeper browns. That would look fantastic. I hope the formula's good. If the formula's good and the color actually pays off, it's gonna be so pretty. So yeah, I'm interested in that, definitely. Dose of Colors is releasing another 5-pan matte eyeshadow palette. I did talk about last week how they're releasing the Snow Angels, I believe is the correct name. And I said I was kind of interested in it and I kind of wanted to get it. And then I saw this one and I was like, it's the same colors. This is 5 pans at the same color. Well, Susan, you are wrong. Now that I see these swatches, because when I filmed last week, this I saw after I had already filmed, so it wasn't in the video. But this palette is reminiscent to me of like an Urban Decay Naked Basics palette, you know? Like it's staple shades. I mean, more cool tone shades anyway. So maybe like the Naked Basics too. It has nice, just regular, matte, cool browns. Other than the Naked Basics, I don't know any other palettes that are like that. So I think this is targeted to a certain person. Maybe someone who doesn't have a lot of these colors in a matte formula. I know the formula of these are fantastic. So if these colors look like something you could wear like maybe to work or school, I mean, these are very appropriate for things like that, job interview. I don't think I'm gonna pick it up. Definitely the swatches helped me to realize that this is a really pretty palette, but I don't think I need it, and I don't think I need to spend that much money in that palette. But okay, really quick, KL Polish which is Kathleen Lights here on YouTube's nail polish line. She is releasing an astrology collection, and there will be 12 shades because there are 12 signs. Oh, and this collection is limited edition. She grouped them between water, fire, earth, and air. There are a lot of different colors in here. They're all very different, let me say that. I think if you like her nail polish line, which I do, I think it's really good quality. I don't know if I'm gonna pick up any other one but the Scorpio one, because that's me, I'm a Scorpio. I'm really hoping like it's a really good color, but we'll have to see on that. All right, moving right along, we are going to talk about Trestique, which is a brand I know of because I've gotten it in like Ipsy. It's one of those brands that shows up in those kinds of things a lot. And I was never really like obsessed with anything that I tried from them, but I saw this cream iridescent highlighter, the highlighters, and I think they're really pretty. Like one is more like that iridescent purple vibe and one is like a more bronzy vibe. I think the bronzy one would probably be too dark on me. And the iridescent purple, honestly, wouldn't wear it that much. That's why I got the Anastasia Moonchild Glow Kit, because I knew I wanted to play with it, and those were all the colors that I would need to play with that type of highlighter, but it's not something I reach for daily, weekly even. And also, I don't really like cream products, but I think these look really interesting. I think this is like one of the most interesting things I've seen from the brand, to be honest. And then lastly, I want to talk about another release that Fenty Beauty is coming out with, and this is called the Fairy Balm Shimmer Powders. Body highlight kind of situation. It comes in 3 colors. I mean, they look pretty, and if you live in a warm climate like California, Southern California, like Texas or Florida, any of those places, and you wear like smaller shirts year round, it would probably be a good investment for you. But for me, I live in the Northeast in Rhode Island, so not a lot of summers here. Like we get a few months, but that's about it. And I don't tend to remember to highlight my collarbones and my shoulders when I do wear tank tops and things, so this would just get lost, you know? I mean, there's 3 shades and they're $28, Coppa Chill, Rose on Ice, and 24 Cray. I love the names, they're so fun. But yeah, this is just not a product for me. I don't body lotion even, you know? So this is just, it would get lost in my collection. But all right, guys, that's gonna wrap up this week's Will I Buy It video. Thank you for watching again. I love reading your comments and I love posting these videos because I just like talking about makeup, and this is pretty much talking about makeup and nothing else. So I hope you enjoyed these videos as well. If you like my content, please subscribe down below, hit the little button, and I will see you real soon. Bye.